You ever look at someone you thought you knew your whole life, and suddenly realize you didn't know them at all? That's what happened to me with my best friend. Or at least, the woman I thought was my best friend. We met in middle school. We were inseparable, sleepovers every weekend, family vacations together, calling each other sisters even though we weren't blood. When my dad died unexpectedly, she was the one holding my hand at the funeral. She even gave a speech, saying how he was like a second father to her. That's how close we were. Or, at least how close I thought we were. When my dad passed, he left me a pretty large inheritance. He had worked his whole life, saving, investing, and he wanted me to have security. It wasn't billionaire money, but it was enough to set me up for life, pay off debts, save for a house, give my kids a future. At first, I didn't tell many people about it. But of course, she knew. She knew everything about me. Fast forward about 6 months. I started noticing weird withdrawals from my account. Small at first, $200 here, $500 there. I thought it was a bank error. But then, bigger amounts started vanishing. Thousands at a time. Tens of thousands. My stomach turned as I logged into my online banking and realized that more than half my inheritance was gone. I panicked. I thought maybe I was hacked, maybe identity theft. I went to the bank and asked for a fraud investigation. They pulled up the transfer history, and there it was. My best friend's name. Clear as day. She had been moving money into her account for months. I felt sick. My hands were shaking as I asked the banker to double-check, praying it was some mistake. But no. She had forged my signature on paperwork, even posed as me on the phone once to authorize a transfer. I confronted her that night. I stormed into her apartment and demanded to know what the hell she thought she was doing. She didn't even look guilty. She looked annoyed. And you know what she said? You didn't deserve that money. You already have everything. A husband who loves you, kids, a home. I have nothing. I needed it more than you. Like my dad hadn't worked his whole life for it. Like his last gift to me was some kind of community pool she had the right to dip into. I couldn't even speak. My hands were trembling, my chest was tight. And then she added something that made my blood run cold. Besides, your dad would have wanted me to have it too. He always liked me better. I left in tears. I didn't even know what to do. Part of me wanted to press charges right away. But then her mom called me, begging me not to involve the police. She's just going through a rough patch. Don't ruin her life over money. Over money? She had stolen over $120,000 from me. But here's where it gets worse. While I was debating what to do, I found out what she had been spending it on. Not just vacations or designer handbags, but paying off gambling debts. She had been seeing loan sharks. And suddenly, it clicked why she wasn't afraid of me pressing charges. Because if I didn't, the people she owed would come for her anyway. I decided to file a police report. The investigation started, and soon, my entire social circle blew up. Her family hated me, mutual friends said I was being cold, and she went on Facebook blasting me. Posting long rants about how I was selfish, how my dad always treated her like a daughter, how I was just jealous that she was stronger than me. But then came the final twist. During the police process, it came out that she hadn't just forged my signature. She had also stolen documents from my dad's safe before he died. She knew exactly how much money was coming to me, and she had been planning this even before his funeral. That's when I realized, she was never really my friend. She had been waiting, watching, calculating, for years. Now, the case is still ongoing, but I know one thing for sure, I will never again confuse someone's closeness with loyalty. Sometimes the people who smile the widest are the ones sharpening the knife behind your back.